This is Radio Entrepreneurs. My name is Jeffrey Davis. I'm the host of the show and also chairman of the board of Mage LLC. Been sitting here with my buddy, Peter Myerson, attorney, partner at the law firm of Cohn, Rasnick, Myerson, and Plout. And as I say, John Plout, that is.
You know, I have so much fun with you, Jeff. This is such a good show. And today we have a great guest.
You know, you couldn't have a better guest in today's world than our next guest. And one of our reporters, John Dustin from JED Insurance. John, we're going to talk about disasters and how people need to work their way through them, correct?
Yes, timing is everything, Jeff, and I appreciate you having me on the show.
So let's get into it because I don't want to get in your way today.
So I think everybody's been tracking the hurricanes that are coming down south, and as I was preparing for the show, I was thinking, as an entrepreneur, there's several steps you need to take to be really prepared for a disaster. I think the important things are obviously not to oversell it, but you want to have a good relationship with an insurance agency. You want to make sure they're maintaining your documents just in the event you lose everything. Secondly, and we learned this in the storms of 2015, I would want to have a relationship with some sort of disaster recovery mold remediation company, because when a catastrophe hits, everybody's calling them. And if you've got a relationship with them or the agency has a relationship with them, you might come to the top of the pile. And the third thing, it isn't bad to have some contractors that you're aware of that are reputable and can help you after the disaster occurs.
So you're on their high priority list.
Yeah. I mean, it's like anything else in life. When Jeff runs a business, he has a lawyer, an accountant, an insurance agent, advisors. You want to be prepared for when the disaster hits. Now, if you're a business, I think there's a few other key things that you kind of have to keep in the back of your mind. First and foremost, and we work with this with all of our clients, back up your software off-site somewhere. Because if you lose your hard drive and it's got your clients and your formulas and your costs and your whatever, you're not going to be able to get up and running quickly.
You're out of business.
So, aren't most people on the cloud today, though?
Well,
I mean, really.
So that's a great question, Peter.
Peter's in the cloud.
Yeah, Peter's in the cloud.
I'm trying to float with it, Jeff.
I'm an advocate of off-site, and I've been off-site since 2010 when I incurred my own disaster with a roof caving in. The problem is some people believe that if they're out there, they don't have control of their own data, which is sort of a fallacy. But yeah, you're right. I think the cloud is a good example. Secondly, I coach people to make sure they have a list of all of their key employees, vendors, banks, in their cell phone, other places other than on their management systems. Because when a disaster occurs, you got to contact people quickly. So have that list prepared. I think there's so much, with big data out there and predictive modeling and insurance companies predicting what's going to happen, I think everybody has made this such a comprehensive project to have some sort of disaster recovery. But when you think about it, with thumb drives and backups off-site and cell phones and second sources of data, it is fairly simple. Now, there is one, as an entrepreneur, there could be one sort of bottleneck that could occur that's a little more difficult to overcome, and that's if you have only a sole supplier in a region that gets hit with a catastrophe. That can absolutely paralyze a business. So what I'm saying is, if I buy metal from one person in southern Florida where the storm's going to hit and they got shut down, what's my next plan?